guys, we're back with another quick video, and it's called Too Pretty. Alright. Alright.
As I was walking home from school with my best friend Emily, my phone beeped. When I read the message I'd received, I froze and almost fainted. Emily noticed my pale face and asked me what was going on. I didn't know what to say. I left her to walk home alone and rushed to my house. When I arrived, I went
Is that what friends do?
straight to my bedroom, hid myself under my bed sheets, and turned my phone off. I wished this text was just a nightmare, and as soon as I'd wake up, this whole drama would end. But it didn't. And what made it worse is when Clark, Emily's boyfriend, came to my house asking if I was there. Of course, he came asking for an explanation after I turned off my phone and ignored his message. Before I reveal what the message was about, let me tell you what happened from the beginning. But before I do, don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. Trust me, it will make your life better. Or at least better than mine. Well, I'm considered to be a shy girl who's
Okay, that makes sense. Shy, nerdy. How is she too pretty? How is she too pretty? How? How is that face too pretty? You got a crush on her? All those boys watching from home. You know, probably.
almost invisible to everyone. I spend most of my time with my best friend Emily and her boyfriend Clark, but like any other girl,
Got a crush on her best friend's boyfriend. That should be interesting. This is one animation story that's going off for a juicy, I like it start.
I had a crush on a guy at
Nice.
our school, and no one knew about it. Even my best friend Emily. You might wonder why. I mean, she's my best friend, and
I don't wonder, because you have a crush on her boyfriend, and then you're gonna cheat on her, and like, that's not good. No good. You know what? I actually am liking the main character, but I'm not liking she's hiding her feelings. But who knows? It may be for someone
we
different.
are not supposed to have secrets. Well, my crush is her boyfriend Clark.
Knew it.
Yes, you can go ahead and judge me. What a traitor. What a loser. But you have to hear me out until the end. And then I would appreciate it if you leave a good piece of advice in the comments below. You see, Emily's boyfriend Clark was my best friend since we were like 4 years old. And we used to hang out together after we got older. Once Emily and I became friends, we started to go out as a trio. The three of us go to the same high school, and having them by my side made my life easier, because I'm not very social. Until one day,
Sounds like quarantine, bro. I know it.
everything was turned upside down. They both stood in front of me and said, "Sophia, we have a surprise for you. You are now looking at the newest couple in town.
You go, girl.
We're dating." I stared at both of them and
Go, girl. Go, girl. Oh my god, I'm just being so mean today in the night.
said, "Shut up," in a weird, surprised voice. Since that day, I started to feel something different for Clark, as if I like him. I know it's wrong, but I can't control my feelings. Therefore, I kept it a secret between me and myself. As months passed, I got
Just me and myself. Who else?
used to the idea of hiding my feelings towards Clark. They seemed happy together, and I got used to seeing them together. However, my
Why was there love eyes? Do you have a crush on them? Why are they dating? I need to know all the deets.
biggest shock was when I caught Emily red-handed cheating on him. Man, Clark was too good for Emily, yet I had nothing to do about it. I love them both, and I can't hurt Emily. I can't just go to Clark and reveal her betrayal. I was stuck in a huge dilemma, yet I did what I thought was right.
You are stuck in a dilemma.
I told her that Clark is a great guy, and he didn't deserve what she'd done to him. She was shocked to know that I knew her secret. However, she promised to cut off the affair and focus only on Clark. She also made me promise to keep my mouth shut and not mention anything to Clark. And, as a good friend, I agreed, though a big part of me didn't want to. While walking
As a good friend. Good friend.
home that day, I bumped into Clark. We live in the same neighborhood, and he looked so handsome. When I arrived home that day, I was feeling dizzy from all the thinking. I fell more for him,
Or from all the thinking about him.
and I wanted to go straight to his house and kiss him. But unfortunately, I can't do that.
Who thinks like that?
Got to Emily. I banged my head into my pillow and started weeping. Why is he so handsome? What should I do?
That's not the right way to think.
And boy, I did something. And let me tell you that it's the stupidest thing a person can ever do. Since Emily and Clark are my only friends and I had no one to talk to, I
Only friends? I understand that.
decided to talk to myself. I grabbed my phone and recorded a video of myself confessing my love to Clark. I watched the
And by an accident you sent it to him?
video repeatedly, and when I was about to delete it, my mom broke into my room. So I freaked out and threw my phone away. She asked me to help her with some stuff, and when I got back to my room, I
Stuff as in?
totally forgot about deleting the video. A day after, as I was walking with Emily, my phone beeped, and I got a message from Clark, the message I mentioned at the beginning of the story. I don't know how, but the video was sent to Clark. Oh, and
What? Oh no, what is he gonna say? He's gonna say, oh, I feel the same way, probably.
OMG, I wished that the ground would just swallow me at that moment. Clark saw the video and texted me back. We need to talk. I didn't know what to
We need to talk, bruh.
say, so I just ignored him. But later on that day, he showed up in my house. And since we are best friends, my younger sister led him to my room. And when she knocked on my door, she said, "Your Prince Charming is here." That little brat. I was dying of embarrassment, so I pretended to be asleep, though I knew he knew I was.
Oh my god, that's not the best way. Look at that face. It doesn't, actually it looks really curious, but he knows you're not sleeping. We all know he knows you're not sleeping. I know you're not sleeping. You told us.
Pretending I didn't care. I just faked some snores and sounded like a pig.
Snores, not just gonna think you sleep like that.
Ugh. Could this situation get any worse? Well, let
Yes.
me just give you the answer. Yes. I sent him
I told you, I'm the narrator.
a voice note telling him that I have 5 proposals. Guys have been proposing for me, and meanwhile, I have 5 husbands waiting for my approval to marry them. Of course,
No, he's not gonna leave you.
that's the stupidest lie ever. But I was dying from embarrassment, and I just did it. I thought it would make him
You're
forget
already saying dumb lies.
about the video and maybe feel a bit
Lie, lie, pants on fire.
jealous. He replied with, "What is wrong with you? Are you all right?" And that's when I closed my phone and never wanted to speak to him again. The next day at school, I tried to avoid both Emily and Clark. However, during lunchtime, while I was standing at the cafeteria behind the most popular guy at school, Dean, Clark came in. As he was walking
Wanna date Dean now, huh?
towards me calling my name, I did the most shocking, embarrassing thing I could ever think of. I grabbed Dean and kissed him in front of everyone, but most importantly, in front of Clark.
In front of Dean, what if he was gonna confess to you?
Everyone was so shocked, and honestly, so was I. When I realized what I was doing, I leaned back, covered my face with my hands, and ran out of the cafeteria as fast
Oh my god. You are so busted. Cheater, cheater.
as possible. As I was running out, I heard someone from behind calling my name. I thought it was Clark still following me. However, to my surprise, it was Dean. I kept on apologizing for what I had done, and his face was expressionless. Honestly, I was not sure if he was mad, embarrassed, or even happy. He
Probably happy.
asked me what this is all about, and I embarrassed myself even more and cried in front of him, explaining what happened. I can't believe that I told him everything, including the video part. His reaction was a bit shocking. He said, "Oh, so you used me as a pawn." Ouch, that hurts a bit though. I thought you actually liked me and was brave enough to make such a huge move in front of everyone. I looked into his eyes as I was wiping my tears and said, "What? No, it's not like that. I mean, I like you, but I don't really like you. Not that you're not likable. You are hot. No, I mean, good looking. Did I just say likable? Okay,
Oh god.
I don't know what I'm saying right now, so I am going to shut up." He laughed in a super cute way and said the most unbelievable thing ever. He offered to be my fake boyfriend so I wouldn't be embarrassed in front of Clark. And all I had to do was write his assignments in return. I couldn't believe my ears. My jaw dropped all the way open. I stood there staring at him and asking, "Are you serious?" He grinned and said, "Yeah, sure." I was in total shock, so I just grabbed myself and rushed back to my class without saying anything. And when I got home, I locked myself in my bedroom, thinking about the amount of embarrassment I've had since the video was sent to Clark. While tossing and turning in my bed, I kept on imagining myself with Clark. I couldn't get him out of my mind. But this had to stop, I said determinedly. So I reconsidered Dean's offer and thought, why not? I mean, I already kissed him in front of everyone. Therefore, the next day, I headed towards Dean and told him that I accepted his offer. And to my
surprise,
surprise, he hugged me in front of everyone. He held me in his arms and kissed me on the cheek.
a little too much.
Was taken aback by his
A little, I mean, oh my God.
reaction and stood there speechless as I saw Clark from afar staring at us. After a few days passed, Clark and I finally met. He bumped into me while I was walking to school, and so we talked. I apologized for avoiding him and explained that the video meant nothing because I have a boyfriend and I am happy with him. But he didn't seem like he cared. He said with a frown on his face, "Emily is cheating on me and I needed a friend." His words made my heart almost stop. He said that he saw Emily with another guy and they were kissing. I acted surprised and he only talked about how hurt he was and that he needed someone to talk to. He said that he tried to approach me a couple
Too bad for him, now he wants her to be his girlfriend. Oh my God, she messed up.
of times, but when he saw me with Dean, he just backed off. My heart broke and I felt really bad at that moment. I promised to make it up to him, and so we walked and talked all the way to school when we arrived at school and saw Emily waiting for us at the entrance. She started crying and begging for Clark's forgiveness. I was sure that Clark wouldn't buy her nonsense, and while I was waiting for his refusal, I heard the most shocking thing ever. He immediately forgave her and said that he couldn't live without her.
Really?
I was speechless. I mean, 2 seconds ago, he was just saying how awful she was. And actually,
Now you're gonna cheat on her?
I had hope. I thought maybe he would finally notice my existence. I stood there trying hard not to cry when I felt a hand on my shoulder. It was Dean. He said, "Hey baby, I miss you. Tomorrow I'll come to your house and pick you up. We'll go to school together." I inhaled a sigh of relief and walked with him inside. He whispered in my ears, "Don't worry, I gotcha." At that moment, I felt something weird. I felt like my heart was beating fast and my face turned tomato red. I always
Tomatoes. Red, that's not the best expression. I don't like it. I don't like your expression, dude. Well, it was okay. Okay, says you.
always had wrong thoughts about him because, you know, most popular hot guys are jerks. But not Dean. He was different. Since that day, weeks passed and we continued fake dating. It was amazing. He's such an adorable fake boyfriend. We hung with his friends, went on dates and parties,
Okay, at this point, it's not fake anymore.
and I felt as if I was visible. Everyone noticed and looked at me. However, I started to believe my fake life and got used to it. I liked being known and noticed. And most importantly, I liked Dean. I wondered what my life would be like if this whole thing ended. Not only that, I also had fallen for Dean. I was so into him that I wished this
You don't have to say that twice. You said, I liked Dean, and they said, I've not only that, but I've fallen for Dean. Oh my God. Just
whole thing was real. The next day at school, while I was putting some books in my locker, Emily approached me. She screamed her lungs out in front of everyone, saying, "I thought you were my best friend. How could you? You are the worst friend ever. I hate you."
What did she do?
I replied in shock. "Why? What happened?" She put the phone in my face and played the video I accidentally sent to Clark. I froze. I couldn't say a word. I only mumbled, shivering. "I can explain," she yelled back. "I don't want to hear your stupid explanation," and left. Then
She's her only friend, but she has Dean now. She only has Dean now because I'm pretty sure her boyfriend isn't like into her. Well, not into her in that way, but not her friend anymore. Obvious.
I heard beeping sounds around me. She sent the video and the voice note to everyone at school
Why are you so mad? You cheated on your boyfriend.
and wrote, "My best friend is confessing her love to my boyfriend and claiming that she had been married 5 times. Though she went too far by sending the video and the voice note to everyone, I think I kind of deserve it because
What if Dean's gonna see it?
what I did was shameful. I ended up spreading fake rumors about myself. I felt how stupid and naive I was. People started calling me by my new nickname, Shopia and her 5 husbands. Ugh, I just ruined my own life and hurt my 2 best friends. I stood there ashamed, trying to avoid students' whispers and laughter, when Dean approached me. He put his jacket around my arms, hugged me, and we got out of there. He sat me on a bench and gave me some orange juice to calm down. I was still shaking and crying. That's when Clark came running towards us. He pushed Dean away and asked me what happened. I wanted to throw the orange juice at his face. I asked him why he hadn't deleted that video and why he showed it to Emily. He immediately denied it and explained that he didn't show it to anyone.
Yeah, right.
Emily saw it by mistake when she wanted to send me a message through Clark's phone and accidentally saw it. I asked one more time, "Then why did you keep it? I told you it was a big, horrible mistake." That's when he said the most unexpected thing ever. He said that he liked the video and actually felt something after he saw it. At first, he wasn't
Oh, yeah. No.
sure, but now he
No, guys.
realized that he truly loves me. I was truly shocked, while Dean seemed annoyed. He interrupted him, saying, "Dude, I'm her boyfriend." That's when Clark said, "I know you don't love her, and I know you are cheating on her. You don't deserve her. I saw you with your ex Mandy hugging yesterday at the gym, so back
Is that true? I'm pretty sure it's not true. 100%.
off." When I heard what Clark said, I felt betrayed. Though my relationship with Dean was fake, I was hurt. I left them both standing there and ran crying to my class. At the end of the day, I went home feeling dizzy and sick. That day, I realized that the whole fake relationship thing should end. I sent a message to Dean, thanking him for everything he'd done, and told him that we should stop pretending. One day, while I was walking to gym class, I saw Dean and Mandy kissing in the corner. I felt pain in my stomach, and I couldn't help but shed some tears. When Dean saw me standing there, he was taken aback.
Alright, guys, I want to see something. Alright.
At the end of the day, I went home feeling dizzy and sick. That day, I realized that the whole fake relationship thing should end. I sent a message to Dean, thanking him for everything he'd done,
Alright, I'm gonna read it. It says, thank you, 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 thank
and
you.
told him that we should stop pretending. One day, while I was walking to gym class, I saw Dean and Mandy kissing in the corner. I felt pain in my stomach, and
So it was true? Oh my god, I didn't think it was true. Dean.
I couldn't help but shed some tears. When Dean saw me standing there, he was taken aback. He pushed Mandy away and came running towards me. I immediately started running away. I didn't want him to see my tears. I'm done with embarrassing myself. That's when he
Look at them. Oh wait, they're gone.
grabbed my arm, turned me in his direction, and kissed me passionately. I was surprised, yet I liked it, so I kissed him back. Then he said, "I love you,
Oh my god, this is real.
Sophia, and I always did." I asked him about Mandy, and he explained that she's the one who was trying to get closer to him, but he refused. And when she saw me coming in their direction, she kissed him only to tease me. I laughed and hugged him tight. I whispered in his ears, "I love you too, my muffin."
Alright, well guys, that is it for today. Hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, smash that like button and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.